Right, folks, welcome back. We are here again with Nice, kicking off another new season with Nice. Yeah, because we already knew that. Good one. Yes, so anyway, after 2 consecutive seasons of finishing third, we finished 4th last season, but we haven't gone backwards. We actually made it to the Europa League final, if you should remember that from the last episode, which was great. Good win for us there. But it's a new season, and we want to try and be better than just a 3rd or 4th placed finish. So, we've brought in some new signings, and I'm about to show you who we got. So, prepare yourselves. The biggest out this season was 30 Droof. He's off to play for OHL in Belgium. Never really played for us here. We got him for 4 mil in the first season. January, I believe it was. Loaned him back to AZ, where he didn't really do too much, and then he came here. He did alright. He scored 5 goals in 18 games. And then we got in a couple of other players at striker, and we sent him out on loan. He scored 12 and 28 in Belgium, and now he's off to OHL. So that's him. He's gone. Decent amount of money for him. It's 6.5. So yeah, hopefully that might be more his level. I don't think he was really particularly suited to play first team football at Nice just yet. So yeah, he's decent, but let's see what else has happened. Probably the biggest one in terms of losses, Walter Benitez is off to Watford. Now, I wasn't actually planning on selling Benitez, but who was it? Marseille came in and asked for him, and I was like, no, I'm not selling him to a divisional rival. We're trying to be the best team in France, and they're reasonably close to us. So I was like, no, rejected it. He got all upset because I rejected a move for a bigger club, which is a bit rude. So then he asked to be transfer listed, so I told him to pack his bags, and off he went to England for a measly 4.2 mil. But I tried to sell him for so much. Like, I tried to sell him most of the window, and nobody would buy him. And 4.2 is the max I could get out of it, and he's off to Watford. Not quite as good as what would you say? We're not quite as good as us. I would say we are better than Watford, and not as good as Marseille. So I don't know really what he's complaining about. He's probably just got a decent pay rise, but and he gets to play in the Premier League. So good for him. Paragini is also off to Belgium with OHL. He's going to be linking up with his mate Droof. And yep, 2.3 mil, didn't really do anything. He went out on loan to Belgium, played for Standard Liège last season anyway, did alright, 2 goals, 2 assists in 25 games, 21 of them being off the bench, so yeah, it wasn't too bad, but yeah, never really did anything for us. We brought him in on a free. He wasn't really up to the standard. His standard was probably the Nice second team in the National League. Maybe he was sort of League 2. But yeah, he's off. And the last sale was Luka Zidane. He is off to Montpellier, and he's apparently going to be their first choice keeper. Didn't really play for us. We got him in on a free. Sold him for 1.7 mil. Yeah, so he didn't really play for us. Like, we had him a couple of times. We played him in all of the European games, and he was pretty atrocious. Like, oh no, not there. Where is it? Doesn't say. Okay. yeah, he didn't really play too much. So he is off, and yeah, we will see him when we come up against Montpellier this season anyway. So, yes. And let's see who we've brought in as signings now. Alright, so Manuel Gasparini, who is coming in as, since we've sold both Luca and Benitez, we needed to sign 2 new goalkeepers, arguably. So I brought in Gasparini on loan. Now, unfortunately, there is no... there's nothing really in the contract. He's only on $14.75 a week. But there's no clause in his contract to say that we can buy him if he's reasonably good, which is kind of unfortunate. But, you know, he's going to be second choice compared to the other goalkeeper that we've brought in. So he looks like a decent player, but I don't know if he'll play too much. It's just a nice option, considering the other goalkeepers we have are all our youngsters, and they're not quite ready for the first team and the level of football that we'll be playing is. But they'll play a few times, but definitely not ready for a consistent basis yet. Another player that we have on loan is Gabriel Martinelli from Arsenal. Yes, we've somehow managed to get him on loan. I have no idea how, but yeah, we don't have anything for him. We're just playing his literally just playing his wages, $61,000 a week, which isn't too bad. It's a bit more, only 2.5 of our total wage bill, and no option to buy him afterwards, unfortunately. But should be a great player, and he will provide a bit of depth on that left wing there for Nasser Univar and Malouda as well. So pretty happy to have Martinelli in. Yeah. The free transfer that we got is Dan Axel Zagadou, so bringing in to strengthen our backline even more. Surely our centre-backs, our defence really has got to be close to the best in the league, at least just in terms of centre-backs, with Pavlovic, Sarr, Zagadou now, and who else am I forgetting? Vallejo. Like, it is insane, especially once they get to their peak. They will be some tough defence to get past. But yep, he came in on a free from Borussia Dortmund, and I'm very thankful that they didn't give him a new contract, because 6'5", 18 strength, 18 jumping, you know, he is going to be great. Youngster that we brought in for the under-19s is Miraval, 18-year-old Brazilian, 6'4" already. He's going to be a centre-back as well. He will do pretty well, hopefully. But yeah, he's a decent player, something for the future. Another youngster that we've brought in is Alan Kamaga, French 15-year-old right midfielder. He's only on a youth contract, and he's provisionally agreed to sign when he turns 16, which will be the 8th of November. That's cool. We got him in for 1.8 mil from FC Lorient, so pretty happy with that. 6'2", wow. But yeah, he looks like a decent winger, should I say. So yeah, decent player. Let's see who else we got. Possibly our our new first choice goalkeeper, Walker Freines from Venezuela. We got him in from Atlanta, and yeah, he is pretty damn good. He came in for just 12.5 mil, which is decent money, but he should definitely be worth more than 12.5 mil. Like, his reflexes 16, one-on-ones 14. You know, he's only 24, so he's still young comparatively for a goalkeeper. He's a international. He's got decent teamwork, decent leadership as well, which is something that we're lacking now that we've sold for Benitez. He was one of the team leaders, so he's gone. But yeah, decent young goalkeeper who can only get better. So one of the big ones is Radulovic, 18-year-old Serbian midfielder, came in for just about 15 mil. Yep, from Red Star Belgrade over in Serbia. And look at that pace, 17 natural fitness, 18 agility, 14 acceleration. Decent work rate, vision, passing, 15 flair. That's always great. Yeah, he will be a great wee starter on that right midfield. Might not play every game, but yeah, decent coverage there as well. And the big one, Thomas Meunier, comes in as our biggest signing of the season. 30-year-old Belgium, came in from... where did he come in from? He came in from Bologna, an ex-PSG player, played 68 games for PSG. Then they sold him to Bologna, now they've sold him to us. So we got him for 23 mil. PSG only sold him for 6.75. Which is an absolute steal, if you ask me. They sold him in the first season as well. Wow. Well, yeah, pretty pleased by being able to sign Meunier. He is going to be our first choice right back, and hopefully will replace the hole that Wags left when he left in January. Did want to get that Jan Couto fella back, but unfortunately Man City were not willing to negotiate a decent fee, so Thomas Meunier was the next best thing that I could find. So yeah, his leadership isn't great, but 16 teamwork is fantastic, because we are, like I said, missing those leaders. If we have a look in the dynamics and we go to the hierarchy, we've just got Lise Mello and Danilo as team leaders, which is not great, but hopefully one of these highly influential players will be able to step up soon. I'm sure Kasper Dolberg, Saar, Garcia, Pavlovic, maybe Jerry should probably jump up there as well eventually. So yeah, that is it for transfers. I mean, there was a few other players that left on loan, but no one really of note, I guess you could say. A few of them have gone to our feeder club, Liswain, so Daiquiri, Biel Himmel, Selim Ben Segur's gone to Millwall, Frederick Ndoye off to Belgium as well, Guy Fieri, wherever this is, Belgium. Yeah. Mohamed Tan is off to Troyes. He is a fantastic player. Really looking forward to seeing how he does. Troyes are in League 2, so yeah, they were relegated last season. And hopefully they'll play Mohamed a lot and he will come back to us as a beast. We'll just have to wait and see. We are going to get into the first game now against Bordeaux. So this is the team that I'm playing. Dolberg up front, Nassi, Univar, Kostas, Bernard, Bellingham, Danilo, Garcia, Pavlovic, Zagadou, Meunier and Farines. Miranda, Correa, Saar, Lise Mello, Campenzano, Martinelli and Jovalic on the bench. And yeah, it is pretty standard team, not too many changes. Bellingham and Bernard are great friends now. They've got a fantastic wee partnership there. Now I just wish we could get some between. Surely Nassi, Univar and Dolberg could probably get one. Same with Kostas. They should hopefully get one. And same with Danilo, if they could make that little triangle like Danilo had with Lise Mello and Cyprian back in the day, that would also be great. But yeah, we're going to play our first game against Bordeaux now. So let's hopefully kick things off with a win. And let's we are in we're not in Champions League football this season. No, we are going to be playing in the Europa League, which is still good. We can't complain about that. Very happy to be playing in the Europa League as such, as long as we've got some European competition, because we did make it to the final of the Europa League, so there's no reason why we can't do it again, especially with the team that's gotten slightly stronger as well. We were very lucky in some of the results that we did get last season, as Nasi Univar is going to make a decent wee run there, but no goal. Now, I do want to say that Danilo and Pavlovic did have offers come in for them, and I did have to speak with them and make some promises. So I promised Pavlovic that we would make Champions League football this season, so we're going to need to do that, because Man City did come in with a $99 million offer, but I rejected it. I was like, nah, we can't have Pavlovic go. He could be worth so much more in the future, especially even just another season. He could be worth 130, 150 maybe. So I've promised him that we'll get Champions League football, and he didn't want to move, so that was brilliant. And then, what did I ask to say? Danilo, a Chinese club came in for him, and he was interested in going, and I was like, why would you want to do that? So I had a word with him, asked him why, and he just wanted the money. I was like, oh, fair enough, bit greedy, but never mind. So asked him how much he wanted to stay, and he wanted 165k a week on his contract. I mean, he was only on 130, so it wasn't a huge amount to give him. It's only an extra 35k per week. Most people's salaries for the year, actually. But yeah, we gave him a new contract, and he is happy to stay, so I'm very pleased with that. This is a very boring game here. Nothing is happening much, as it's the 65th minute, and I'm going to make some changes now, as nothing is really happening here, and it looks like 83 minutes in, it's going to be a penalty. Someone is at my door, so no penalty. Brilliant. Let's keep it up. Come on, Martinelli off the bench, gets tackled. Back to Bellingham. Campazano leaves Mallow up to Kostas. Dolberg. Oh, yes. 84th minute goal. Thank you, Kostas. And thank you, Kasper Dolberg. What a great wee header there. And let's have a look. Who was at my front door? Just the courier. That's fine. He can drop that off as we win. 1-0. 85th minute winner. Perfect. Just what I'd like to see. Good win. Well done. And we go. Vintage display ensures OGC Nice victory. Yeah, wow. It was great. Makes a return to French football for Mounier. Yep. Walker Frenines, Gabriel, and Dan-Axel Zagadou. And let's do the press conference. No, let's not. Let's run you through our fixture list. So we started off with a 1-1 draw against Lokomotiv Moscow. We then beat CSKA Moscow 3-2, LA Galaxy 3-0. We lost Sacramento. We beat 3-0. Orange County 8-1. FC Voluntari was 2-1. 5-0 over St. Raphael, and another 5 win over Maccabi Tel Aviv. And then obviously we've played the game against Bordeaux. So next game, I'm not sure when the next game will be. I will probably play through the rest of these off camera, and we'll bring back the game against our Europa League group stage. So yes, thanks a ton for watching, everyone. I appreciate the support. Drop a like, leave a comment, suggestions, anything like that. Really appreciated. And just remember to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.